I'm Wade. I'm from Appalachia, Eastern Kentucky.
Appalachia.
No.
I'm Barb. I am from Sudbury, Massachusetts, just 25 miles outside of Boston.
New Englander.
Yeah, New Englander, yeah.
New Englander. So I've got 15 Appalachian Slang, idioms, colloquials, and Barb's going to have to guess them. She's going to have one hint for all 15. You know, whenever you need a hint, she's got one chance, and see how many Barb here can get.
So, Wade and I always find it so funny. We grew up in two very different places, and we always find it funny when one of us uses. But it's fun to kind of compare little nuances, little like different ways of pronouncing things. So we decided it would be fun to make a video about it.
The last one we had was where I'm from. A toboggan is a thing that you wear in the wintertime, like a cap or a beanie.
Which is the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's a sled.
No.
Literally
no
a
one
sled.
has ever called a toboggan
Well,
a sled.
you're not from the greatest never mind. I
Yeah,
lied.
okay. Yeah.
New England's not the greatest. I would have stayed there if it was.
All right.
Let's get started.
Number one. Too big for your britches.
This is easy.
This is easy.
Yeah.
What's it mean?
It's when you are kind of haughty and conceited and you got too big for your britches.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty close. That's pretty much spot on. Okay.
Yeah.
Good one. Good one. I should also say that I've tried very hard to pick ones that I don't use regularly, but that I have heard from the old timers.
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
I think that's very run of the mill now.
Yeah. A lot of these are like y'all.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Oh my god.
And I use it every day, and I hate when I hear somebody say y'all. Probably like you and Wicked.
Oh yeah.
Bout like tits on a boar hog.
I'm gonna say that probably means useless.
It's spot on. That's a very long way of saying someone is useless.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Yeah. Look at me.
He, she, or they is a Christmas turkey.
Christmas turkey.
Yes.
I'm gonna. Do you not eat turkey on Christmas?
We never did, no.
That means they're weird?
They're weird. I'm gonna say no. When somebody is a Christmas turkey, it basically means they're full of shit.
Oh, okay.
So, and like my papa would say, they are as full of shit as a Christmas turkey. But since most of Eastern Kentucky and Appalachia, especially the women, don't cuss, they would just say, oh, that person's like a Christmas turkey. This is one you probably have heard. I've probably used it. Gully washer.
Somebody who won't shut up?
What? No.
Is it about a person?
No.
No?
I can. Do you remember? You got one hint that I'll give you.
Yeah, what's the hint?
You want to waste your one sentence on this one?
No.
Okay.
Gully washer. Sorry, washer.
Washer. Very specific.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a hard rain.
I was gonna say that.
It's a really heavy rain.
I wasn't sure if it was gonna be.
Like if you're getting 3 inches of rain an hour, it's a gully washer.
Okay.
Loaf.
A lazy person?
Okay, so in some places it means a lazy person, but in like Appalachia, not necessarily as much. It can mean a lazy person.
What does it mean to you?
So like to loaf doesn't necessarily mean to be lazy.
Oh, is it like loitering?
Yeah, like loitering.
Loaf around?
Like loaf around,
Okay,
yeah.
I've heard that.
So like when I was a kid and you went to the gas station or the general store and there was like 3 old dudes drinking coffee like in their
Loafing.
80s, they're loafing. They're
Okay.
loafers.
That makes sense.
Slew.
Slew. Like an onslaught? Like a slew? Like, there's the slew of something coming by, like a slew of cats.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It just means a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard that one.
Another really popular one in Eastern Kentucky is mess. Like there's a
Oh,
whole,
like a mess load?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
well, it's like, you know, there's a whole mess of squirrels where we live. You know,
Okay.
they're just all over the place. Yarns.
Spinning a yarn?
No, that's literal.
Oh, yarns?
I wouldn't even put that on here
Oh.
if it was that a literal translation.
Yarns. Yarn that you sew with? Or
No. It has nothing to do with a physical thing.
I have no idea.
So a yarn, specifically a yarn, is basically a made-up story.
Yeah, spinning a yarn.
Spinning a yarn. Well, I didn't know that's what you
You've
meant.
never... Oh, that could be a good one right there. Spinning a yarn means telling a story.
Well, so but
Spin me a yarn.
So does that mean like it's a story?
No, it could be any story. It can be a
Okay.
campfire story. It can be a tall tale.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
spinning a yarn.
okay, so we're on the same page then, because
Yeah.
basically, like growing up, if you went and lied to your parents about seeing Bigfoot or something,
Spinning a yarn.
you were. I've never heard it spinning a yarn though.
Oh. Well,
I've just
I don't know. I've heard that.
pot to piss in.
You ain't got a pot to piss in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're poor.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you usually just hear it like this: is you ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. So it's like not only you poor, but you're super poor. You ain't even got a window to throw it out of. Here directly or fixin' to.
Well, you say here directly all the time.
I've kind of figured I
Yeah.
did, but I was sort of
And
thinking,
that means you're gonna do it soon or right now.
yeah. So that's exactly what it means. So both of them mean soon.
I've heard fixin' to too.
So here directly, you say it after the action, so it's like at the end of the sentence, and fixin' to is always before the action. Fair to middly or midland.
Fair to middle.
I've also heard partly to midland.
Does it have to do with distance?
No.
Does it have to do with... Alright, I want to use my lifeline.
Okay.
Since I'm almost halfway there.
So you've just had the Rona,
Mhm.
and you had a couple days where you felt like crap,
Oh.
but third or fourth day, yeah, you're feeling fair to middling.
Excuse me. Too much hops. You're getting better? You're feeling okay?
It basically means
Mais o menos?
back to average, or maybe just a little bit above average.
Okay.
Born in a barn.
You act like you were raised in a barn?
Well, that's what this is saying. What's more specific? Like, what's the...
So you're a friggin' mess and you act like you were raised in a barn. I don't know how to describe it.
So you would usually say somebody was, or tell somebody that they were born in a barn as like
They got bad manners.
Bad manners, exactly. Like, so you leaving the door open in the wintertime, like, that's the most common time you'll hear, like, were you born in a barn? Like, close it. Like to have died. My mom uses this all the time.
Like to have died. Embarrassed?
Yeah, super embarrassed, yeah. Yeah, you're just literally saying you would have preferred to die than
Okay.
farted in church. I like to have died
Hey,
when I found out somebody
Jesus
heard
made
it.
me do it.
High on the hog.
It's when you've made enough money to do something fancy?
Not basically. It doesn't really have to be money. Like you came to my family Thanksgiving, you saw that food, you were eating high on the hog.
Oh, okay.
It's excessive amount of good stuff.
Okay, that makes sense.
This might be a hard one.
Nary? It's kind of like,
Not a lot of people know this one.
nary have I done that, or nary, it's like a way of saying you've nearly never done something, kind of.
You're basically saying not once ever.
Okay.
And not a single time.
Nary, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because a lot of these, probably like a lot of you Appalachian people came from England and Scotland and Ireland.
Well,
you have these sayings that I've heard that, I'm pretty sure I heard that in a freaking Sean Connery movie or something. Or
Well, it's
one of those old school movies.
and you come from an area that's predominantly Irish and Scot influence.
you.
Yeah, you're literally Scottish descendant. But like slew is a Celtic word.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know the history of nary, but I know like
I'd like to look that up.
shoot far tomorrow.
Shoot for the stars now. Shoot for tomorrow. Let's see. I don't know. What is it?
So shoot far tomorrow. A lot of people in Eastern Kentucky and Appalachia don't cuss, especially the women. So this is like a replacement for shit far or shit.
What's a shit fire?
Like, I mean, I don't know. That's something I say all the
Like
time.
a shit fire?
But like, it's
Is it like when you light some shit on
like-
somebody's porch
Well,
on
no,
fire?
it's like you.
So he stepped in doo doo.
Ah! Well, you stub your toe and you're like something like a real common in my family because a lot of people in my family don't cuss.
Yeah.
And so like a real
I
common
know, I
one.
remember the first time I said shit in front of your mom, and I was like, and she's like, it's okay.
Well, like a lot of my family will say foot instead of, you know, the F-bomb. Like, you stub your foot on something or your toe, or you hurt yourself real quick, like, oh, foot, or, you know, oh, shoot, far. You know,
Just say it. We already know. God already knows what you're saying. Just say it.
But it's unladylike, you know, it's just
I guess I'm unladylike.
Yeah, for real, look at you, slamming beers. That was the last one, you're done.
What's all that extra paper for?
To cover up so you couldn't see
Okay.
I was trying to be as professional
Okay.
as possible. So you did a good job.
Thanks.
You
How
did
many
a
did I get out of what?
We'll have to look back.
I think I got like 3. No, I got probably most. I think I only got 3 wrong.
Yeah, you got most of them. You
Yeah.
got most of them. But then again, you've been around a lot of Appalachian
true.
people, you know,
It's true.
since you've been down here. So you're starting, you know.
Yeah, our next video is gonna be about. Well, I have to come up with stuff first, but it's gonna be him guessing stuff from New England, which
Massachusetts.
yeah, it's probably a lot more saturated though. It's probably you probably heard a lot of it.
Yeah,
But,
it's like a good thing but a bad thing. It's like
yeah, but you know, it's from the generic. Like I call a shopping cart a carriage.
it's a buggy.
It's not a buggy. It's a carriage.
I'm still getting over the toboggan thing.
That was fun.
Yeah, we just have so many instances where we say something and
You're like, what the hell is that?
One of the other ones just like, what did you? That's not what that means. It's just like, no. You don't understand.
What did you mean by that? Yeah.
Good job.
Cheers. Thank you.
Good job.
Prost.
Prost.
Ching ching.
I don't know what that means.
It's Portuguese, like the Brazilian Portuguese.